Exactly. I thought you were going to say something about the quest being bring me 10 chicken or something.
That actually could be a good one.
Yeah.
Should have said that. Video the question.
I was trying to do this thing so you can see it, but
probably killing Lady Vash back in the Burning Crusade. World first legit. There was another guild that killed it before us back then called Nihilum, but they exploited the hell out of it. Although until this day they didn't really admit it until I met Thomas Cungan at a couple of events recently. He told me the true story, so yeah, so that and kill Jaden World second as well, also in TBC. Like those moments were special to me back then because it was like still when I was kind of just started playing the game like for a few years. And when we killed Jaden World second, like I literally just jumped up from my chair, couldn't even stand still, like just so much adrenaline, which was really nerdy, but it was cool, good feeling. Shout out to Nihilum, I guess. yeah, must have been Nihilum. The Burning Crusade. It's actually a good question because when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I started on the US beta, and back then I was playing an Undead Rogue, like all the cool kids were back then. But then when the actual game was coming out, I decided I actually wanted to play a role of more responsibility, so it was a really tough choice between playing a warrior tank, because that was like the main tanking class back then, or a priest healer, because I wanted a role with responsibility, and I was playing with a real life friend back then, and he actually wanted to play the priest healer, so I kind of just went onto the warrior tank and stuck with it for like the last 10 years, so it's a good choice, yeah. I played a lot of Warcraft 3 before World of Warcraft. It's actually the main reason I got into World of Warcraft, because of the whole storyline in Warcraft 3, like the characters and stuff. When I first started playing World of Warcraft again on the beta, I actually tried to make my first character look exactly like Arthas from Warcraft 3. So either Warcraft 3 or like Dota or something. But like, so I was playing a lot of Dota back then as well. What kind of drew me in to start with was the lore, like the storyline, right? Like I said, I mean, I loved the Warcraft 3 storyline. I loved the whole Arthas thing. More recently, I haven't really been keeping up with the lore anymore. You know, it's just instantly clicking through the quest, not even reading what's going on. It becomes quite complex, and the storyline doesn't really capture me as much as it used to. But the community in like World of Warcraft in general is just what keeps me playing. So it's not even the game anymore. It's just like the great community that surrounds the game, and the friends and stuff that I made during the time that I played. A lot of dedication, a lot of time, and a lot of skilled players. I mean, the officer team in the guild has to be very organised. There's a lot more planning that goes into it than you might think, especially because there's so many characters involved these days for the absolute maximisation of gearing. So there's a lot of like planning in that regard, a lot of like strategy as well. But yeah, a lot comes into like getting world first kill. But a lot of it does come down to like planning, organisation, and of course strategy, and then execution comes when you've got the 20 great players in the mood. Oh, good question. I have no idea. I don't know. Send you to the gym. I mean, send you back in time, I guess. Like the best times I had was like back at the start of World of Warcraft, so maybe some kind of legacy quest or something. Anything, yeah, back then, anything to do with like tier 2, Thunder Fury, all that kind of stuff, like the good times when it was when playing Warrior. But that's a tough question though. Thunder Fury, definitely. It's the only item I've ever really cared about in the game. That and Helm of Might back in Molten Core. It was a totally different experience playing the game back in the original World of Warcraft, because there was no flying or anything, so like every player used to gather in like the major cities like Orgrimmar, Ironforge. There used to be a lot of prestige back then as to how your character actually looked, because there was no transmog either. So the Helm of Might was just like an awesome looking helmet, you know, with the spikes over the face and stuff. But then of course Thunder Fury was just like a god tier weapon. There was nothing close to it. It was like instant win. I mean, the weapon itself is still the best looking weapon they've ever put in the game, and using it was just like amazing. Oh, I guess I'm getting to a stage now where the armor would probably almost fit me, so maybe in a couple of years, but for now I guess I have to go with the horns, yeah. I'm curious about it, but I think it could turn into like another class quite similar to Rogue. I don't know, we'll try it out if it has tanking possibilities, but I mean, I've been playing the game for so long now and I've always stuck to my warrior, full stop, so I don't think there's any chance of me re-rolling seriously, but of course it'll be fun to try it out. So I'm curious to check it out, yeah. Let's just go with Orgrimmar. I'm trying to think of the other cities right now. But
Thunderbluff is more like
Thunderbluff.
action park.
True. There's quite a lot of high bridges and stuff. Could be cool. Could be windy up there. No more garrisons. No more garrisons, no way. No more shipyards, which was even worse than the garrison. Yeah. Both? Can they both be done at the same time? I don't know. Yeah.
Big one.
Let's go for the world first. We've got to sacrifice everything for the world first. Oh god, my good buddy Roger Brown. I mean, we've got so much to speak about. I mean.